Well, the game's pretty mapped out for once you like learn these matchups in depth. So it's like I can tell you right now what I'll do like before like we even get to it. It's like level 1, I'm just gonna fight for like wave priority, sit in front, combo him level 1 if he tries to fight, push into him, do 2-wave crash. That's my like biggest advantage. Then on the return, he gets level 3 and he starts kind of pushing to me. My Volibear has to match a Talon dive. Then we both reset. We both come back to item with item, and we fight at grubs usually. I think they push grubs a little bit later now though. But it's pretty predetermined. If you have a question in particular, like something specific, I can help. I can tell you. But this game is like chess, borderline. Like once you learn like the openings and stuff, you autopilot until endgame, where now you have to like develop strats based on like what you've, you know, been doing. So.
Burdens of the past. Minions have spawned.
And I mean, I can go more in depth on like the micro, like when you're up close. Like the biggest fundamental whenever you're laning, it's you're supposed to be playing the little minion CS minigame where you both sit next to the minion that's about to die, hit each other for damage, or just take the minion CS or bait them to like fail. So you're just supposed to be like spacing yourself at specific spots to do that, right? To create like this situation. So
what conflict awaits?
Play doesn't have bone plating. Got it. But see, so now I'm gonna get the 2-wave. And now when they crash this wave, he's gonna, like this wave's gonna crash and then he's gonna start slow pushing back to me. I'm cool with this. He's losing HP here. He wants to hold it. He's losing too much HP, see? So now that's going to push back to me. We walk down here. We put a nice little ward. Make sure Talon doesn't fuck with us, right? Depending on where he is. I wasn't really tracking him too well, I'm not going to lie. My bone plating is coming up, so I can actually afford to do trade here. I didn't flash in because I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to see if I can bait his flash out. I have him in a really good spot for myself. He's trying to make sure I don't flash WM to kill him. He thinks that I want to flash on him, but it's like, I'm cool with him bleeding minions here. So, the reason I'm winning this matchup right now is because he doesn't know how to play the matchup from the beginning. So, you see that spread we were talking about? Of like the minions and we're like the way what's supposed to happen to the wave and the jungler and all this stuff, right? He didn't know how to play it, so now the advantage that he was supposed to get is just completely gone. So, and you play it out, you play off of this. Like a Renekton should never have 8 CS to Riven. 3 minutes in. Okay. 32 kilometers, could be wrong. That's a new topic to me. What, the crocodile thing? Dude, they're scary when they run a straight line. I'm telling you, bro. So what's the trading pattern with against Renekton? QW auto E out? No, it's not that simple. It used to League back in the day used to be like you would just do things like that. It's like, oh, this trade pattern works, this trade pattern doesn't work. But the game's a bit more developed now at high, like super high level, right? So you're actually playing around that mini game that I'm talking about, like baiting and knowing when you're supposed to do things. Like here, the only reason I'm doing this type of trade is because I have Volibear here, right? That's the only reason I did that trade. Bait this guy into coming in. It should be a kill. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that trade. But everything has like purpose behind the actions that you make. It's all because you managed to get push advantage of wave 2. No, this is all happening because even though the matchup is predetermined and you win level 1, 2, in terms of like push and like 1v1, he decided that he was gonna fight level 1 for no reason, lose HP. Then on the 2-wave crash, he tried to hold it, which costs him about hold up, a little armor, cloth armor here, which costs him like 100 extra HP that he didn't need to lose. And then he tried to bait me into flashing under tower, which again costs him like 10 more CS. So it's like he's just blundering over and over and over, just losing more gold and more gold and more gold. Right? It's just, and it just keeps going.
Spirit is not lost.
Or you'd have done differently as Renekton. That same thing I talked about. It's like, just don't fight level 1. You don't need to. And if you do, you need your micro to be way better than what he was doing. And then level 2, don't hold the wave. That's it. That's all he needed to do to not make it as annoying. Plus W start. You don't even need to start W on Renekton. You could just, again, just not space like that. I wasn't reading the mid laner coming in like that. Would you go armor merc threads instead of ability haste boots? Most of the time you go the CDR boots regardless. I'm gonna do Tabby just because it's like duo Renekton Talon. But you know what, actually? Never mind. I might actually just hold that cloth armor for Death Dance later and just do what I want to do actually. We could do, let's do Sundered Skies. Sundered Skies is really good into Renekton. Sundered will do Black Cleaver and then Tabby and then Death Dance. That's gonna be like the final like item setup. Because Eclipse the shield, it gets like broken down by Renekton pretty easily, so. Made sure to step back like that. Because I wanted to make sure that his E didn't get the double E hit. You can proxy one more wave, I think, right? Shove this next one. Never mind. Max, what the fuck, man? Actually, this is really greedy by me, but yeah. It worked out. Beautiful. You can put points into W, yeah. I always just follow like the build itself, or like the wave state. I don't do this for matchups anymore because people have too much HP. So what I do is I match it so if I need to proxy or not, and how fast I want to be able to clear waves with just QW.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. I'm just doing this so Renekton feels like he has to do something else here. The positioning here that's like showing here, I can't just walk through the Renekton. I'm playing it slow. Yeah, that's it. Play's over.
Choose your own path.
Take a chill. I'm pretty sure Lunacia, this guy is like a challenger player too, so it's like he just might not play Renekton or not know the matchup that well. But he's actually not a bad player. I just don't understand the micro or like the early decisions at all, but that's probably because he's probably autopilot maybe. Let me get a disciplined recall because he's gonna stop me from brushes. To be fair, Volley came top 3-4 times now. Yeah, but that's irrelevant because he shouldn't have been in a spot where like the Volley Bear could have killed him. From the wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 situation.
How should I proceed?
Like everything that happened afterwards is just like variance, right? That happens from like teammates and all that. Most people like would go in that situation and go like, hey, actually, like, oh, my team is inting, or like, oh, their jungler came, this is so fucked up, what do I do? But like realistically, the fault always lies in the player.
Shut down.
What are you building first? Sundered Sky. I like it into Renekton.
What conflict awaits?
This Eclipse, like Renekton breaks the shields. And Black Cleaver doesn't give me enough damage to actually do a lot of functions.
They've crossed. They cannot go unpunished.
That's it.
Leave
Yep.
doubt
Fiddlestick shows up. The 3 people coming in, so I can't defend that. Renekton has my ult. Guy's dead. Fiddlestick should be the next one to die. Win-win. Let me get mad at him. Usually do you initiate trades with E or use E to get out? The real answer is it depends.
my spirit is not lost.
If you E forward, you're committing hella hard unless you know for a fact that your opponent's like very scared of going for an all-in afterwards, so. Even if when 3 people on top, it's gonna fall if he knows they're off the map and he dies to it, so he sees it coming and back off. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I know my
Dude, that scared me. The fucking map change there. Holy. Freaked me out.
so long I've wanted.
Rampage.
He could have flash here, so I need to play outside like his flash range.
Choose your own path.
Shut down.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's my bad. I should have given the tower. Fiddle art. 500 games on Riven, I cannot beat Renekton. Any tips? It's supposed to be a hard matchup, man. It's rough. I'd suggest just learning how to play the first like 5 levels really well. That can make the matchup way harder for the crocodile. Get his ass, volley. Fuck him up. That's right. Oh, nice. We didn't lose tower.
How should I proceed? Burdens of the past.
I usually ban the crocodile if I'm on blue because it like this obviously like it gets rid of me having to play him. But if I go against someone red, I'll be like, ah, fuck it, I'll skill check it. You know. There's no one in NA that knows how to play him anyway. At least like the little details I'm talking about. You'll find people that know how to pilot him and have like a good grasp of the matchups, but they don't know how to like actually actively trade with them.
For those who were lost.
Oh, maybe TF Blade knows, actually. I don't know. I haven't seen him play Renekton in forever.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, so now I can't really fight Renekton. All I can really do is create those short trading spots and then just clear wave under tower. That's what I'm gonna do.
My spirit is not lost. Learn from your mistakes.
It looks like we could look for another ult on me here. That would suck.
My hands are stained.
Okay, no, we're good. One more point into my W. Okay. Well, what's your go-to variance spam? For example, you just dodge. You just go ambessa, for example. I can play almost every champ in this game, top lane, so I don't really need to dodge. But I always just pick Riven because I'm like she's the more fun champion for me than most of the other champs. In soloqueue, at least.
Choose your own path.
Nice.
No looking back.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Nice try, bro. That's crazy. You guys are insane. I fuck with it. There's like on certain champions you can pick up more easily because remember what's your main, for example. There's like no there's like no like synergy champ. My bad, I'm confused. You'd have to like reword that.
Burdens of the past.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Are you saying like what champion like plays similar to her? Like second pick?
A sword mirrors its owner.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Because fundamentally all the champs do the same thing, they just do it a little bit differently when it comes to like the minions. Like that fundamental that I was talking about of like you fighting for CS or baiting and all that stuff.
Rampage. An enemy
Every champion plays it the same.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the thing is that people think about league champions
Has been slain.
and like their skill sets about like so some champions require more like mouse precision, for example, like Irelia, right? And there's like these little things that happen in between each champs that like build up certain skill sets. But once you know how to do all of them fairly well, you can just kind of mix and match champions. It's not really a big deal anymore. Actually, like this is like fucking like 6 years ago, 7 years ago or whatever, and I was like learning how to like pick up and like play champs and different play styles and stuff like really quickly.
Learn from your mistakes.
The biggest thing for picking up new champions is knowing that you're playing fundamentally well, because then you just play fundamentals with every champion. Yeah, win-win's kind of autopiloting now. I get this and reset. Yeah, but okay, so imagine like Riven. Riven is a champion that like the only unique part about her kit is double casting and the Q fast combo, right? You learn those two skill sets, she's essentially just the same as every other champion. But like she's like one of the most unique champions in that aspect, or like the other champions don't have. You done, right? Such unique skill sets. Okay, Jin should be able to get a second tower off of that. Let me catch midwave.
How should I proceed?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I did not mean to get that. It was a misclick, but it's okay. Tower. Borderline. And when you don't give a shit, bro. Dude, this guy when plays like such a scrub, it's hilarious. He's actually so losing the game with the lead he had.
What conflict awaits?
Yeah. Get this in time? Yes, I can. Okay, let me get out.
Burdens of the past.
Like reading that just gave me fucking AIDS. I'm not gonna lie. He goes in 1v5 as Volibear. No one's there. No play is set up. I would like to push my lead, please. I need help with that.
Spirit is not lost.
Dear God.
Learn from me.
What a drooler, man. Let's keep pushing here.
Has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Huh?
So long have wandered.
How does keep pushing? We need to get that top tower. Might as well keep pushing that, bro.
So much.
Yeah? You feel like top lane's impactful with the grub changes? No, it's still really fucked up because you can proxy and take control of like topside jungle.
My
But the enemy junglers like split half the map if your champion's strong enough to do that. Okay. So dead.
An enemy has been slain.
Did he ult there? No, he didn't. He didn't even ult there, right? It's just flash, R, and fiddle.
Has been slain.
Nicely done down there, or in mid lane. That should be mid tower too.
Has destroyed.
Run, boys. You got the ignite too? Yeah. Yeah, we got their ignite too. But I don't know if it's Renekton. Actually, yeah, Renekton's. Never mind. I saw a bunch of people, by the way, they just, I noticed a lot of streamers are just using the timer stuff. That it shows like your opponent's ultimate cooldown and your ally's ultimate cooldown, and ignite timers and all that. And the jungle timers. Like, everyone's fucking doing that shit. Why is Riot allowing that, by the way? Cheating is legal now, or what?
Shut down.
Oh.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Yeah, Teemo, I mean, Teemo's interesting because, like, Teemo, the whole gimmick or all his fucking power budget is put on the shrooms and the utility of his Q, right? Obviously, he pumps up a bunch of damage, right? But, like, then the way that he gets his win percentage up compared to other champions is by setting up those shrooms optimally for objectives or for jungle ganks or for whatever it is, right? And that playstyle is really unique compared to other champions.
What concept awaits?
Okay. Flanking here. Oh, nice. You're going to do that. But again, every champion has a bunch of, like, cool, unique things about them, but they all still, like, most of the gameplay, or like what can net you wins is based off of around like fundamental structure. For laning, for fundamental in terms of like macro as well, right?
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Like, it's insane to me that this Volibear gets to play this game and climb, by the way, with the way he's playing. Like, this guy, like, I'm not even lying, this Volibear is like a objectively like a master player. Like master diamond player at most. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, at least that game was pretty educational at the start. Like, it's insane that that guy plays like that.